Hey there guys, and welcome back to Date Warp. Sorry about the delay between the last episode and this one. If you're watching on the YouTube playback later in the future, then this doesn't affect you, but if you're a patron who's watching this as it comes out, then I apologize for that. I've been having some troubles lately prioritizing things and finding time and energy and emotional well-being, so that's why the series has been delayed a little bit. But I'm gonna try and record a whole bunch at once right now, so that I can just have a stock of footage to edit every week, so hopefully that should take care of the problem for at least a little bit, anyway. Okay, so we're gonna continue from where we left off. It's been a little while since I last played, but I think I remember what we were doing. We just got locked in separate rooms because Bradley went all, like, everybody shut up, I have a gun, and also you guys killed my sister last time. So I'm interested to see how that goes. So let's see. We just got locked in the room. It feels more like a prison now. And just when I begin to feel that they've forgotten me entirely, I hear a key rattling in the lock. Hello again. I'm sorry about all this. I know it's not your fault. You were just as surprised by Bradley's actions as we were. What's going on? What are you going to do with him? That is a problem. I would like to turn him over to the police, but as you know, the phones aren't working. And even if we could call in force fields... So you're just going to keep us here? Linz is working on solutions. I need to go home now. I have a paper to write. I have chem exercises to finish. Never mind the crazy guy with the gun. That's clearly not the most important thing in this situation. Finding a way to get you through the field is our top priority. If that were really true, they would turn off the power and let me go. But for some reason, they don't think that's an option. You are still my guest. You're free to go about the house. Just... please be careful. I'm always careful, bitch. He looks away from me for a moment, then turns and walks away. So, I'm not a prisoner, except I am, just with a bigger prison. They're trapped in the house as well, at least. I walk out of the bedroom and into the hallway. There's no sign of anyone. There must be some kind of way out of here. Janet? There's a thumping noise and one of the doors shivers. I'm in here! I'm locked in! Well, good. Please, you have to listen to me. You're my only hope. Please, please, Janet. Should Janet hear him? Oh, no. I think I heard from the comments. Yeah, I just checked the comments, and Sarah Reardon and Fear Garden have both been leaving comments on the Patreon, which I'm so grateful for. Thank you very much. Both of you have agreed that you would like to see Albin between the two guys that we've been going for so far. So we probably don't want to give points to Bradley at the moment. So we are probably just going to be stone cold sass ass and just ignore him. So let's see if we can get there. There we go. The puzzles do seem to be getting a little bit more tricky. There's a lot more of these dead ends that keep getting in my way. So we are just going to try to escape. We're not going to bother with Bradley. You should have thought of that earlier, smarty pants. I turn and flounce away. Yes, all the flouncing. How dare he claim to need me now, after the way he's treated me. That is exactly what you should do, because you don't get to just pull a gun in a situation without telling someone, especially if you sleep with a gun in your jacket and don't tell someone. And expect them to be all la-di-da, everything's perfect with you, and always on your side still. No. Not happening. I don't know how much of his story is just crazy talk, and I don't care. He doesn't deserve my help. I want to go home. I hurry down the stairs, not wanting to encounter anyone. Smoke and mirrors and fairy tales. I don't want to hear any more of it. There's only one door, and its so-called force field in my way. Steeling myself, I walk into the shifting darkness. And it pushes me back. There's no pain, no heat, no tingle of electricity. It's like walking into a net. It bows away from me, but I can't pass through. Can we just talk for a moment about how, like, Janet was, like, just literally willing to walk into something that could have electrocuted her or, like, vaporized her or something like that? Stone cold, man. Stone cold. I pound a fist against the not-quite substance in front of me, but with no more effect than punching a mattress. That's enough. Oh, that's enough! It's gotta get my scientist man voice going. I turn to see Linz behind me, holding a device in his hand with a screen displaying wave patterns. What? I have enough data for your shield now. That's right, he wanted to see Bradley and I touched the force field. So you can let us out of here now? Well, no. The shields must be calibrated for each person wishing to pass through. Well, you don't have Bradley's data, but you do have mine, so can you let me out now? Kind of on a schedule. I still have to build the electromagnetic coils and tune them to the specifications. It will take time. Oh, yes, of course. Are you sure you can't just turn off the power, you know, just for a moment? An irritated breath hisses out from between his teeth. Unfortunately, the breaker box is also hypercharged. We need to make the process work in order to get through the fields to turn off the power off. And all that stuff. Well, is there anything I can do to help? Raphael and I can handle it. Is he a scientist too? No, he is an obedient pair of hands. You don't even know. Come to think of it, Linz did order Raphael to fetch his handcuffs. Is he your boyfriend? And what if it were? It's the 21st century. What are you going to do about it? How would Janet feel about Linz and Raphael being lovers? Oh, that's an interesting. That's interesting. I know how I would react to that. I would be interested. But how does Janet feel? And how does this affect our odds? I don't think I assume, anyway, it wouldn't affect the Albin route, so it doesn't really matter which one we get to, I think. I guess I would be intrigued? Maybe. I would be happy for them, except I don't know if I should be happy about anything Linz is doing. I guess be intrigued, then. Let's see if we can get there. Oh yeah, that's easy enough. Oh, you can get to both of them pretty easy enough. Or I don't know, I kind of want to see what being happy for them does, too. It's a coin flip, really. I guess I should just go with my first instinct. Be intrigued. Well, you make a cute couple. You don't have to hold back on my account, you know. Oh? I mean, if you wanted to kiss or anything. Jeez, Janet. Be more Fujoshi, why don't ya? You'd like that, wouldn't you? Oh my. Turn my dial. I totally don't have all kinds of yaoi porn in my folder. Sorry to disappoint you. Raphael is my housemate and not my lover. Why didn't he just say so then? He enjoys playing games way too much. Albin enters the room and scowls at me. Oh no, is he gonna judge us for being a fujoshi? What are you doing out here? Assisting with my inquiries. Albin rolls his eyes, apparently not appreciating Lynn's odd turn of phrase. Nathaniel said I should fetch everyone for dinner. You're letting Bradley out? He can starve for all I care. Ha. We follow Albin to the dining room where Raphael waits for us. There you are, Janet. What would you like for dinner? Janet's in a hurry to leave. If you come with me, we can... Oh, you need to eat. You skipped lunch already today. Oh, all right. Linz and Albin seat themselves at the table. Is Nathaniel coming? He's fetching the wine. Now, what do you want for dinner? He seems very insistent about this dinner thing. Oh no, I'm getting mildly suspicious. What's available? Eggs, mushrooms, chicken, 2 bags of salad, pizza, frozen raspberries, baguettes, garlic bread, a couple of tuna steaks, potatoes, corn on the cob, roast. It's really easier if you say what sort of thing you'd like. A grilled mushroom sandwich sounds nice. Not bad. Alright. Nathaniel enters carrying 2 bottles of wine. Would you care for a glass? I'm underage. Really? How old are you? 19. You wouldn't be underage where I'm at, but I guess states, whatever, 21. That's old enough. I think it is in Europe, but not around here. See? If you were in some parts of Canada or some parts of Europe, I assume the drinking age should be fine. I think it is in Europe, but not around here. I suppose his parents have been giving him wine since he was a child. Don't worry, I don't drink either. I'll go check on the food. As he bustles off to the kitchen, Nathaniel pours a glass of red wine and hands it to Albin without being asked. Linz? Up to you, whatever you think would go best. Nathaniel pours half a glass of white. Take it slow, you'll enjoy the flavor much more in small amounts. I'm so troubled by this weird force field situation. Everything is strange, and this house might not exist, but whatever, wine. Linz takes the glass and swirls it thoughtfully before allowing a tiny bit to pass his lips. Well, I've never understood the appeal. There are better tastes and faster routes to drunkenness. But you look more romantic drunk on wine than vodka. What, Albin? He salutes Nathaniel with his glass and takes a sizable sip. One of these days, I should find some fucking absinthe because I am the fucking edgelord and absinthe is the only thing for that. Ah yes, the true artist beverage. Should you discover a bottle, I would be happy to share it with you. You do know that's illegal. Illegal? It developed an unfortunate reputation for causing hallucinations and madness. Most likely because it was popular with artists, and many of them were at least half mad to begin with. Albin hides a cough behind his glass. There are dangers to any drug, legal or illegal. The distinction is usually made by politicians, not scientists. Still, if it's the law, I don't know. Have you never broken a law? I don't think so. Would you even know? There's so many laws in the world, you could be violating one right now, honey. Some laws are outdated, or misguided, or written by bigots and fools. That's definitely true, and they certainly still will be. Then you ought to fight to change the laws. Yeah! And if there isn't time? Well, I guess if it were something really important, then I'd have to think about it. I'm not sure what would be that important, though. What things are important to you? My schoolwork? Albin snorts. Yeah, that's right. I was kind of wondering about her priorities earlier. In other words, there's nothing in your life worth making sacrifices for. Ouch! Burn much. Hey, I work hard for my grades. When I get out of here, I'm probably not going to get any sleep until Monday in order to finish my homework on time. And there's the rub. Sitting around chatting like this, I can almost believe these are my friends, and that this is a dinner party. I can almost forget about Bradley and his crazy gun rants entirely. Almost. Oh my. Almost done with the 4th day, I suppose. Now this bit goes on your back. Allow me. I can feel his cold fingers against my neck as he brushes my hair aside, and I force myself not to shiver. I'm decked out like a jewelry display with wires and magnets and bits of electrical tape. I feel a bit ridiculous, but Linz attaches each piece with surgical concentration. He and Raphael left dinner early to get back to work on this design, while I stayed for dessert with Nathaniel and Albin. Sooner than I expected, they declared it was ready for testing. You're sure the shield will work? The theory makes sense. The field should flow around you even without noticing the disruption. However, if you feel any pain, pull right back away, because stray electrical charges near your heart would be very unfortunate. Oh, that's reassuring, very reassuring. You just about touched it yourself, thinking you might get incinerated earlier, or at least I thought you would. I don't know what you were thinking. But it has to work. Everyone says Linz is good at what he does. When I get through, what do you want me to do? Should I call the police right away? Should I come back in and help you with the power? I think it would be better if you came back inside. Once we have proof that this works, we can make plans from there. He thumps me on the back, which is slightly annoying, but I'm at least grateful he didn't pat somewhere else. Yeah. Everything is in place! Mr. Crazy Eyes here. I take a deep breath and turn to face the field. Right hand first, or either foot. What is this, Twister? I reach out to the shifting light. But just as before, my hand encounters a barrier that bends without breaking. It's not working! This can't be right. I'm sure you can fix it with a few adjustments. No, something more fundamental is wrong. The shielding should have done something, even if it didn't work entirely. If nothing else, the harmonics should have been perturbed it visibly, or burnt it out, or the shield generator through runaway positive. I totally can read paragraphs. This is most intriguing. The field must be operating on a novel principle. I'm slowly introducing more lith into Lind. So what do we do now? There's nothing to do. If it's not responding to science, then there's no way through the field. There has to be a way. I turn back to the door and pound my fists against it harder. Let me out! Sure, that's always the solution with technology. Just hit it until it works. Stop that, you'll damage the equipment. I want to go home! A sound like ocean waves crashes across my ears and pressure melts at the back of my skull. Ah! Oh, okay. When I open my eyes again, I'm lying in bed. Everything is quiet and all the magnets are gone. How did I get here? It'd be nice to believe that this is Saturday morning and I'm waking up for the first time. And this whole day has been nothing but a strange dream, but I know what I've felt and what I've seen. If it wasn't real, then I'm crazy. And I can't believe that. So I have to believe that everything is as it seems. You're awake, thank goodness. What happened? You, fainted. I have never fainted in my life. Well, you were sort of overexcited and screaming, and Linz knocked you out. He punched me! Oh no. No. It's a thing he can do with nerves. He's Spock, basically. Well, it still gave me a headache. I wonder if he can teach me to do that. Anyway, if you're feeling okay, we'll all meet downstairs and talk about what to do next. I'm sorry about this. It's not your fault. I'm not actually certain how okay I'm feeling. I've never been unconscious before that I know of. Sleep isn't quite the same thing. I could probably use a hand. But I don't like looking weak in front of people, especially after I already got a bit hysterical earlier. Should Janet ask Raphael for help? Probably not. It's probably going to give us points. Although we got points with Linz earlier by accident. I don't know, maybe points would balance it out. Be nice to ask for help, since we kind of refused to help him earlier. Although, I don't know, asking him to help us and not helping him earlier, that's a little even more unbalanced maybe. So maybe we should go with no. Whatever. Let's just see how this goes. There we go. You go ahead, I'll be right there. Okay. He leaves the room, granting me privacy. I stand up, feeling ever so slightly unsteady on my feet, but everything appears to be working. Better get moving, then. The boys, minus Bradley, are gathered in the main hall. Albin leans against a pillar, looking unconcerned. Nathaniel appears to be more agitated, pacing back and forth in a small space. As for Linz, he's looking up the stairs, at me. As I take a seat beside Raphael on the steps, he begins. As you all know, there are force fields all around all the doors and the windows, preventing anyone from leaving the house. There is also a force field preventing us from turning off the power manually. Nathaniel frowns at that. Get on with it. All is not lost. I have set up a process by which we build the power until it finally burns itself out completely. How long will that take? Approximately 4 days. 4 days? Please don't start screaming again. You can't expect me to stay here for 4 days! I'm afraid the decision is out of your hands. No one's getting in or out. But what about food and water? And toilet paper. This guy's got the right priorities. We gotta take inventory of what we have on hand and plan accordingly. Water, at least, still seems to be coming through. Also, we should feed Bradley. Do we have to? Like, really? We can't starve him for 4 days. Unfortunately, yes, Raphael, you're probably right. We can't leave him in a locked room either. Everyone turns to stare at me. Think about it, he'd have to use the bathroom. We can fix that as long as we don't have to be in the same room as crazy person with gun. Even not so crazy person with gun. Bad for the floors. So what would you propose we do with him? Me? I believe that's what I asked. Well, do you have a bedroom with an ensuite? Not that I'm willing to allow him into. What about the upstairs bedroom, then? It's big enough. So you're not going to insist that we let him out? I don't know if he's crazy or you are, or both, but he's the one who had the gun. Nathaniel claps his hands together lightly to draw our attention. I believe we have a plan. Linz, remove everything from the upstairs bathroom that he might need, or that might be dangerous. Albin, go around the house checking on anything that might be in limited supply, such as soap and toilet paper. Take a tally of what's available. Raphael, I need you in the kitchen. Work Work out what food we have and how best to make it last. Then find something to feed Bradley. When that's done, we can move him to the other room.
What should I do?
If you could perhaps help Raphael in the kitchen?
Okay. I wonder what Nathaniel will be doing. Being in charge, I suppose. No one's complaining. We're all locked in here for 4 more days. We have to work together. Oh boy.
I don't know how we're gonna make it through 4 more days. Be quiet already. We fed you, didn't we? God. Let me out of here! Not happening. The boys have moved Bradley from bedroom to bathroom, as planned, but he's not appreciating it. I've got to find out what's going on!
May I tell him?
Albin just shrugs at me. Do whatever you want.
He walks off, leaving me alone with Bradley. Well, alone with the bathroom door. We tried Lynn's idea with the shielding, but nothing happened. We can't get through the force fields and we can't turn them off.
How do you know he's not lying to you about that?
They don't know how to get out either. We're all working together, but we're gonna be trapped here for 4 days.
What happens then?
The power overloads and shuts down.
And then we all die.
Haven't you ever heard of thinking positive?
Don't you see? 5 days, 5 years, 5 people, and they never come back.
There are 6 people in the house.
Only because I was holding your hand. There would be 5. 5 times 5. 4 people disappear, becoming 4 people in a house, and we're the 5th. But what will we become?
Wait, are you suggesting that one of those guys is actually your sister?
I don't know, but I need to find out! I get weird feelings when I'm around Lynn's.
Is there any medication you're supposed to be taking?
I'm not crazy, Janet. I just hope you see that before it's too late.
I shake my head, forgetting for a moment that he can't see me. There's no point in continuing this conversation.
I'm sure we'll be able to find out more about this in Bradley's route if we ever do Bradley's route, but for now, fuck him.
Lost in thought, I walk down the hallway and turn towards the stairs, and walk into Albin and Lynn's. Oh, sorry. Wait, were you spying on me?
Of course. What else are we gonna do in here?
Well, are you satisfied? I'm not plotting to kill you all or whatever else you'll think. I'm not speaking in tongues behind your back. I'm satisfied. For the moment. You're the ones hiding something, not me. I don't even know your full names. Enough's enough, come on. I march past them and snap my fingers in the air.
I love Janet so much. She's such a sass machine. Snap, snap, snap.
Heal!
Come on, boys! Follow my lead. Head held high, I stride into the main lobby. I don't look back to see if Lynn's and Albin are following. I can hear them back there. And anyway, they're more likely to obey if I act like I expect it. Wow, she really does probably come from some kind of privileged background. Maybe not mansion privileged, but some kind of privilege.
Raphael, Nathaniel, everybody get in here. We need to talk.
What shall we talk about then? Wow, everybody's so crowded on screen. Once everyone's settled, I begin.
We're all gonna be stuck in here together for a while, so it's only fair that we should know some things about each other. I don't know how well you guys know each other already, but I don't know anybody. And there are probably things that I ought to know to stop me from sticking my foot in my mouth. So can we please do a basic introduction? Who are you? What do you do? And is there anything special I should know about you? I'll start. I'm 19 and a freshman at Brook. I might go pre-med or journalism, but I'm not sure yet. You might have noticed I don't eat meat. I don't smoke or drink either. Now you. They look at each other.
I don't know what you want to know.
Well, like you and Lynn's. Do you work for him? Are you related?
No, we're just roommates. I don't have a job.
How old are you? What about school?
I'm 18 and I'm not in school. What? Why not?
That is not your business.
But perhaps I could...
Not now.
Oh, jeez. Lynn's, why are you keeping Raphael from an education?
See, there you go again, hiding things.
You heard him. It's none of your business.
Well, what about you? What do you do? Why are you here?
Maybe I rob banks for a living, and I'm here because he is my guest.
Albin glares at Nathaniel, but cuts off what he was going to say. They're just simple questions. I mean, if we're stuck here, none of you are going to be able to get to work on Monday. Isn't that a problem for you? There's a moment of silence.
This might surprise you, but I do not actually need to work. I'm between jobs.
I am a free agent. I work when I choose.
Well, what about schooling? I received my bachelor's degree several years ago.
As did I.
I dropped out because that's the edgy, awesome thing to do, clearly.
None of you have any reason to leave this house? Isn't that a little odd?
We were all here when you got here, remember?
That's true. Did we accidentally crash a party or something? You know, Bradley started to get the idea that maybe those missing girls he's talking about have somehow turned into you guys, and that's why you all live in this mysterious house.
There really is no mystery here. Lindsay is here to perform work on the electrical systems. Raphael accompanied him. Albin is my guest, and this is my home.
Linz glares at Nathaniel. I wonder if what he said is a lie or a truth that Linz didn't want revealed. So, does this mean this whole force field mess is your fault?
Albin tosses his head. This is a waste of time. I don't have to stand around listening to you ask boring questions. He shoves himself away from the wall and exits.
And I have research to do, since, as you say, this is all my fault.
Wow, Janet, way to shove everybody off of your radar.
Oh, wait for me. He starts to hurry after Linz, then stops and looks at Nathaniel, then back again.
Wow, Raphael's wide eyes look kind of odd. I'm sorry.
And then he's gone. But I want to help.
Perhaps it'd be a good idea for you to retire for the night. You've had a very strange day. I'm sure some rest would do you good.
Fine. Good night.
This day seems to have gone much faster than the last one.
It's the middle of the night. I was having the strangest dream. I was strapped to a table while Linz covered me with tiny suction cups. Suddenly I heard a commotion and Bradley rushed into the room, pushing Raphael in a wheelbarrow. The wheelbarrow overturned, trapping Linz and Raphael underneath, and Bradley drew a sword and cut the straps that tied me down. Then we had to fight our way into a castle in time to stop Albin from marrying Nathaniel, but there were too many guards, so we had to scare them, so Bradley set me on fire, and
this is all gonna happen at some point in one way or another, isn't it? Either metaphorically or literally, in some way, isn't it?
And that's when I woke up. The house is quiet. Everyone else is probably asleep. I have the whole spooky mansion to myself. When I was little, I used to read detective girl novels. Every old house came complete with secret passages and smuggler's gold. This is my chance to explore. It's not that I don't trust them. Well, okay, it is that I don't trust them. Not completely. Why should I? They don't trust me either. They're not going to tell me everything, so I'll just have to find out on my own.
Well, I think we should probably leave whatever Janet's going to find out for next time, because I think I've been recording for a while. So I'm going to save that for the next episode. Hope you enjoyed, and look forward to the next one, hopefully on time next week. See you then. Bye!